Invite folks to come sit down in the chairs that we have here under the tent.
Hey, Friends of Wildlife, let's sit in chairs.
Thank you. Do we have anyone from Big Waters Land Trust here today? Anyone from Big Waters Land Trust? Raise your hand. No? Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. On behalf of the City of Cape Coral, thank you for joining us today for this special Burrowing Owl Habitat dedication ceremony. Today is a celebration of collaboration, conservation, and community pride. Cape Coral is proud to be home to Florida's largest population of burrowing owls. With more than 2,500 burrows spread across our community, these charismatic creatures are not only a symbol of our city, but they also serve as indicators of a healthy environment. We're gathered to recognize a major milestone in wildlife preservation, the successful purchase and protection of land specifically dedicated to burrowing owl habitats. Today, we'll hear from several partners whose leadership and passion made this project possible. We're grateful you're here to witness this important moment. To begin our ceremony, please join me in welcoming District 5 Councilmember Joe Kilrain.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning. I'm District 5 Councilman Joe Kilrain, and it's my privilege to join you today in celebrating the successful acquisition of the first 5 properties under the Burrowing Owl Habitat Protection Grant Initiative. This milestone reflects the collective dedication of our partnering organizations, which share a deep commitment to environmental conservation, wildlife protection, and community enrichment. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission and the Fish and Wildlife Foundation of Florida have funded this $900,000 grant program. Their support enables us to preserve critical habitats for burrowing owls, ensuring their long-term survival. Big Waters Land Trust will oversee the protection of these properties through conservation easements, safeguarding them for future generations. The Cape Coral Friends of Wildlife have been instrumental throughout this process, advocating for the grant, assisting with property selection, and committing to ongoing monitoring and maintenance of the owl burrows. Their tireless efforts exemplify the power of community-driven conservation. I get my page turned here. This achievement marks the beginning of a broader initiative. The city looks forward to acquiring additional properties that will remain as protected green spaces, offering safe havens for our burrowing owls while enhancing Cape Coral's natural landscape. I extend my gratitude to our city staff, partnering organizations, and community members whose unwavering support has made this project possible. Together, we are fostering a legacy of conservation that strengthens our environment, our wildlife, and our community. Please join me in welcoming Nick Jennings, the Avian Conservation Coordinator with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
Hi everyone, Nick Jennings, Avian Conservation Coordinator for Florida Fish and Wildlife. I've been working with burrowing owls in Cape Coral for the past several years. Had a couple of projects here so we can, in FWC, learn how to conserve them better. And during that process, I've had the opportunity to work with both the City of Cape Coral and the Cape Coral Friends of Wildlife, who both of them have been amazing partners throughout this process of land acquisition. We were all navigating this process for the first time. This isn't something that has been done before, and it took a lot of persistence, and for that I'd say very well done by the city and by the Friends to push this forward, because it definitely wasn't easy. I want to say that Cape Coral is a special place, not only because of the owls that are here and the abundance of owls that are here, but because of the people that are here who care enough to conserve them. I want to give a shout out to Justin Heller with the city. I don't know if he's here today, but he's a big reason that conservation for burrowing owls is what it is in Cape Coral. He makes sure to keep the developers and the builders in check and make sure they're doing right by our owls and by our gopher tortoises in the city. I also want to point out the Cape Coral Wildlife Trust, who has already purchased many lots like these for burrowing owls and for gopher tortoises, and they're already doing great work like this in Cape Coral. And then also pointing out the city of Cape Coral, who opened up Sands Park, which is the first and only park that incorporated a burrowing owl preserve within the park in the building plans. And I mean, that's just amazing. Never been done before. And so I think this day is really cool because it's the first time that FWC is able to use our permit mitigation funds to purchase land specifically for burrowing owls. And my hope is that these 5 lots that we're closing on today are going to be the first of many. But I think that starting in Cape Coral makes a lot of sense to me. I think it's an appropriate place just because of the conservation that's already been going on in this city and because of how good of stewards the city is for burrowing owls. So with that, thanks again to the city and to the Friends and to everybody who came here today who loves our little owls like we do. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Please join me in now welcoming Brooke Langston from the Big Waters Land Trust.
Hey, good morning. What a wonderful way to spend a Friday morning. Thanks for everyone for coming out. For some of us, it's a holiday, and it feels very an appropriate holiday, a way to spend today as a holiday. My name is Brooke Langston. I'm the Director of Land Protection at Big Waters Land Trust. Some of you may know us as Conservation Foundation of the Gulf Coast. We changed our name last year. I'm really happy because our new name is 6 fewer syllables. It's much easier to type. And I'm thrilled to get the opportunity to take part in this project. Big Waters service area is from Manatee County down to around Corkscrew Swamp, the habitats down in South Naples, and all the territory in between. And as many of you know, Lee County has a really strong Conservation 2020 program. So there hasn't really been a great niche for us here. And Big Waters in Lee County, Big Waters is a little bit late to the party on the burrowing owls in Cape Coral. The Friends of Wildlife and the Wildlife Trust have done such a fantastic job here that we've been watching and impressed with the work happening, but we didn't see a role for us until this idea of buying the land came up. This is sort of our niche, and we were thrilled to have such a fantastic crew on the ground in the Friends and the Wildlife Trust, and to have such great partners with Sarah Nevins and Dawn Andrews, who are city staff who have just been fantastic to work with, have made this whole process so easy and enjoyable. We always like working with FWC. We've done lots of projects with them, but this was just such a neat marriage of a project driven by local volunteers with a deep, strong passion that connects with mine personally, and city workers who saw the value in this project and jumped in to help make it all come together. It happened from a land conservation point of view. It happened really quickly. From people who were worried about each of these owls, maybe not so quickly, but I couldn't believe how quickly and smoothly this whole thing went. And what a thrilling way to spend a Friday morning, but to celebrate the success of this group of volunteers and the saving of some really critical habitat for some of the cutest animals out there. So thank you for inviting me this morning, and thank you for everyone coming out and celebrating with us. And congratulations, volunteers. You guys have done amazing work. Thank you for your dedication and your tenacity in getting this habitat protected. We're thrilled to have played the part that we did. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brooke. And our final speaker, please give me a warm welcome to Judy Mitchell, the Cape Coral Friends of Wildlife President.
Hi, thank you everyone. So good to see all of you here today. It's a wonderful occasion. And thank you for inviting Cape Coral Friends of Wildlife and the Wildlife Trust to this dedication of the first 5 lots purchased under the Florida Fish and Wildlife Grant. Some of my things will be redundant, but hey, I'm the last person, so bear with me. This journey began more than 3 years ago when Carbo asked FWC what they were going to do with the mitigation fees collected when permits to remove owl burrows were issued. This led to a grant process to purchase land to support the threatened burrowing owls. We turned to the city of Cape Coral, who welcomed the idea. Matt Groundbow was selected to make the application, and the Friends, under the guidance of Cheryl Anderson, worked to supply information and locate lots under the FWC guidelines. Cheryl was instrumental in getting intent letters signed by prospective sellers after the lots had been inspected by FWC field agent Nick Jennings. FWC accepted Cape Coral's application for the grant. The city, FWC, the FWC Foundation, and Big Waters Land Trust arrived at a memorandum of agreement, and at that approval, we all celebrated this momentous milestone. It has been a pleasure to work with the city's property broker, Don Andrews, and Mike Kopta, the acquisition agent. Many of the lots that were defined several years ago were included in this first 5 lots being dedicated today, and we thank those sellers who waited patiently through this process. Cape Coral Friends of Wildlife is an all-volunteer, non-profit organization with over 500 members, supporters. We logged in over 10,000 volunteer hours in 2024. Wow. Our mission is dedicated to preserving and enhancing the habitat of protected wildlife species within the city of Cape Coral. Through education, advocacy, and community involvement, we strive to promote awareness and appreciation for the area's rich wildlife resources. This is a great day and a true victory for wildlife conservation, for our city bird, the burrowing owl, and residents alike. Thank you to the mayor, the current and former council members, Sarah Evans, the special events coordinator, and to city manager, Mike I. Thank you so very, very much for these lots.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judy. And before you sit down, Judy, actually, could I have you please come up to the sign here? We're going to invite our city officials and community partners who've spoken today to please come back up and up to the stage here so that we can unveil or do our unveiling today. Our city manager, if you'd like to join us, any other instrumental city members? Today we reveal a permanent marker, one that honors this land as a sanctuary for burrowing owls and stands as a lasting tribute to Cape Coral's promise to protect what is rare, remarkable, and rooted in our shared sense of stewardship. Go ahead and unveil when you're ready. If you all wouldn't mind posing for a photo right there, we'll get a couple good shots.